Arts and culture is a hot topic right now. A group of artists are looking for some support to talk about an arts centre. Here's more.
Cornwall has a very vibrant arts community, and the next step may be an arts and culture centre right here in the city. With me is Jamie Fothrop, Division Manager, Parks and Recreation. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks, Gabe.
Right, let's talk about what's going on here today. We're at the Civic Complex in the salons. What's going on?
We've got our consultants here from Sierra Management and VG Architects. We've hired them to do a feasibility study for an arts and culture center, and that's really it was a recommendation that came out of the Culturescape plan completed about 4 or 5 years ago by Sierra Management. And so it's an opportunity, it's an open house, an opportunity for residents, the community to come in and give us their feedback as to what they see in an arts and culture center, what are the needs of the community, whether it be workspace studios or pottery or you name it, or theater. Try and get an idea as to what the desires are of the arts community, and eventually develop a concept that we can use as a vision for some fundraising activities, and ideally one day have an arts center right here in Cornwall.
And what kind of feedback have you been getting so far?
Very positive. It's a very the community, I think, recognizes the need, right now it's just a matter of deciding, what type of programs should be offered, and mostly I think a lot. The key word we keep hearing is versatility. I mean, it's got to be a very versatile space, so it can be used for a range of different purposes. We want a center that's going to be well used, and get as much out of it 7 days a week as possible.
And although this project really is in its infant stages, we do have some visuals here. Let's talk about what people are looking at.
Yeah, we've got 3 stations here set up. The first is sort of more of the history as to what's brought us to this point and led up to this study. So more of a background with the Culturescape study. And then the next station over is geared more towards programming. What types of spaces do people envision for the center? And then the final station is looking at more site selection. What are the key features that people want to see, where they'd like to see it located, whether that be a downtown location near adjacent commercial, or is that or a location maybe next to some existing space, something like Altsville Hall, or where there's already an arts presence there already. And then you never know. We're getting all kinds of suggestions from the public, whether it be old vacant buildings in town where they see a revitalization potential for revitalization. And they got some great examples of other arts and culture centers that have been constructed across the province, and it's a wide range of new builds to revitalizations.
Now, you mentioned revitalization a couple times. Let's talk about the importance of having an arts center and what that might do for the community.
Well, it would be the arts community. I mean, there's a number of different facilities in town. I think everyone is on board with the idea of really centralizing it. So you get a space that could be used by all the different groups at different times of the day, and whether it be a lot of the concepts we see are like black box spaces where a room can act as a small theater, or it can act as an art gallery, or all kinds of different purposes. I think that's a real common theme there we're seeing.
Perfect. And finally, people do have a chance to have their say online as well. There is a survey out.
Yes, if people could go to the City of Cornwall website under the Recreation section, we've got a tab there for Arts and Culture Centre. It's got a little write-up of some history as to the reason what we're doing the study, and then there's a survey online in French and English where we're asking residents to fill out, give us their input, and have a chance to have their say.
Thank you so much for your time today, Jamie. Have your say, Cornwall, about the future of arts in your community. For Local Matters, I'm Gabriel Riviere-Reed.